If you've ever asked yourself, why is the Labubu doll so popular despite it being so creepy and ugly at the same time, but we just fell into their billion-dollar genius marketing strategy? Now, I want you to keep that in mind, so take a look at this picture very closely, and let's imagine you walk into a store filled with items similar to these, and you look around and you're surrounded by a bunch of cute stuffed animals and a bunch of other collectibles, and suddenly to your side of the eye, you see this creepy, scary-looking doll, and you wonder, how did it end up in a store like this? Well, that's the first thing Labubu does. You see, it's not about the prettiness or sticking with the norm that allows people to get attracted to it, but rather it's the thing that sticks out that people remember. So that catches their attention, and the moment that they see someone buying it, or they see that more and more people are looking around it, they start to ask themselves, why are so many people obsessed with this? And that's the first point I want to make, is that Labubu is literally getting infinite free marketing from people asking this question. Because when they start to think it, they'll start to ask other people, why do you think it's so popular? Because it's clearly not a good-looking doll, right? So they're just spiraling this effect of more and more people talking about it. Now, the second big thing that Labubu did was they teamed up with a lot of big celebrities. And let's imagine that you've been following your favorite celebrity around and suddenly they have a new Hello Kitty or that they have a new Totoro or something that's very standard and gets filtered out of your brain because it's something that you would expect. But then all of a sudden you see a creepy looking elf and you're like, oh my goodness, what is that? You see, that's the moment where Labubu is able to shift the direction and the dynamic where they're now the ones attracting more attention over these normally cute products. And the third thing that so many people are attributing this to is called the blind box effect. And I personally don't like this explanation very well because let me tell you why. It's because the blind box effect has been around for so many decades, right? It can't be this can't be the main reason why Labubu is so successful. But keep that in mind because the blind box effect is actually such an effective psychological trick because you know what you're expecting, but it's like a gotcha system where you don't know if you're going to get it, that pack or that box. And the biggest example that a lot of people don't realize is Pokemon. Pokemon is literally a card-based system that has been using the blind box effect for years and years and decades. And the Labubu is not doing anything different here. It's just that the way they're phrasing themselves with the social media and combining the old techniques with new techniques and the way that they disrupt an entire niche that is so unused to seeing scary dolls amongst cute dolls. That's the way that they've been finding so much success with this. And a really important point I want to make here is that Labubu is not selling. They're not trying to sell you the idea of buying a creepy doll. Rather, they're trying to elevate themselves so that you come to them, right? You want to collect the next edition of their dolls. So they're not the ones trying to pitch you the idea of having this doll, but rather you want to complete a set or you want to fit into your group that's all collecting them. And that's why people start collecting these dolls. And finally, it's about finding the perfect time, right? Their target audience is people from their 20s to 30s. And these people all grew up with the nostalgia of growing up and collecting little toys as a kid. And now's the perfect time for when they're adults, right? They're combining the idea of having a luxury product with designer and all these other things with celebrities. They're combining that with the nostalgic feeling of you being a part of something and you building your own collection to show off to other people, right? We're growing up in a social media based society where everybody wants to show off what they have. So they're combining these two aspects and the way they merge it together is just perfect based on the timing right now. And that's why you see so many creators just sharing their Labubu dolls, openings left and right. And it's doing nothing but just promoting this. And all you can expect is an upward spiral. So yeah, I definitely think that there's so much to learn from the Labubu story. And I'm really excited to see where this keeps going. So stick around. Thank you for watching.